Hello, my friends. Happy Halloween. Grammy was a pig for Halloween this year. Some of my friends were pigs too. So we were the three little pigs and we had a big bad wolf. So it was a fun day. I hope you guys had a fun day. I wanted to read you this book and it's called Frankenstein. It's kind of a crazy book, but it is what we call a parody, which is like someone's trying to copy another person's work. And so if you've ever read this book, Madeline, then you'll get Frankenstein. So what Grandma's going to do is she's going to read Frankenstein for Halloween, and then I'm going to make another recording of Madeline, and you guys can look at that and see how funny it is that this author tried to copy that story. All right, are you ready? Okay, here we go. It's crazy, I tell ya, but it's a fun Halloween one. Frankenstein. I think the words are backwards to you, huh? So just look at the pictures. In a creepy old castle, all covered with spines. I'm going to move back here. Lived 12 ugly monsters in 2 crooked lines. In 2 crooked lines, they bonked their heads, pulled out their teeth, and wet their beds. They bit the good and gobbled the bad. They even tried to devour your dad. They left the castle each night at 9 in crooked lines. They yelled. They whined. The ugliest one was Frankenstein. He scared people out of their socks. He could even frighten rocks. When he visited the zoo, animals hid and cried, "Boo-hoo!" And nobody knew so well how to torment Miss Deville. One bleak and dark and dismal night, Miss Deville turned on her light and whispered, "Something's not quite right." Instead of shrieks and howls and groans, Frankenstein laid still, no moans. Deville shrieked, "Call Dr. Bone!" who came, then screamed and grabbed his phone and dialed Frankenstein 11. "Nurse," he sighed, "his noggin's gone." All the other monsters said it wasn't me who ate his head. Frankenstein was carried off in Dr. Bone's leaky coffin. In a hearse grotesque and gory, they drove him to the laboratory. When Frankenstein awoke, he said, "What's this? I have a brand new head." His head was hungry, so he swallowed the nursing staff, and the doctor followed. He chomped the ceiling out of habit. Yum, he thought, it tastes like rabbit. He even ate a pizza guy, and so 10 days passed quickly by. One stormy eve, Miss Deville said, "Isn't it a fine night to bother Frankenstein?" So they went to where he would go. Visitors from 2 to 4 read a sign nailed to his door. The monsters gnawed the wood and then shouted out, "We're coming in." Then they stomped, then squealed, "Sweet!" For there around them at their feet were lots of yucky treats to eat. But what inspired the greatest ews? They're on his neck. 2 huge new screws. Miss DeVille, we want to stay. But Miss DeVille replied, no way. Home they trudged and bonked their heads, pulled out their teeth, and wet their beds. One bleak and dark and dismal night, Miss DeVille turned on her light and shouted, something is not right. And hoping for no more disaster, Miss DeVille ran fast and even faster. Oh, she pleaded, monsters, do tell me what is troubling you. All the ugly monsters said, nothing. Each had lost their head. Wait a minute. Did I skip a page? Each had lost their head. Yep, skipped a page. Good night, monsters. Now you cannot whine and yell. I'm going back to sleep, said Miss DeVille. And she turned out the light and slammed the door. That's all there is. There isn't more. I said, there isn't any. There's no more. That's all there is. Wait a minute. You're leaving me at the laboratory? Where are our new heads? Where are our new screws? That's a pretty crazy one, isn't it? Funny. Grandpa came in while I was reading that, and so I got kind of distracted. But I love you guys. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. And remember that books bring us together when the miles keep us apart. I love you.